Playing on CT, Tarek peeking in towards mid as he spots a couple of opponents, just getting some information as he decides to fall back, and Fnatic just going to group up for that A-long push.
Yeah, A-long's an area of the map and overpass a lot of teams like to leave open on the CT side, so Fnatic taking that area of the map for free early on, and automatic drop down to 7 HP already, gets dropped by JW. So there's the man advantage for Fnatic. They follow up off the back of it. It's all falling apart for Cloud9 right now. Tarek needs to be the difference maker inside of the toilets here. Golden moving his way up as well. So Tarek falls back to a passive angle, waiting on help from his teammates, and there's FNS. He's finally arrived. The kill comes in. Tarek trying to land a little bit of damage. But Cloud9 have actually held off the attack from Fnatic. It's going to be towards B, where Crims is trying to make a little bit of space. Spots out Rush, receives a bit of damage himself, but it's Rush to take one player down, and now it falls back into a 3 versus 3. Fnatic are falling apart. There's the bomb. It's one player left. It's Golden. A 1 versus 3 for him. And the smoke goes down and covers off his vision from short. He's just tapping through, trying to land something, but has to fall back now. 43 seconds left and a 1 versus 3.
We were talking about Golden's entry fragging on the T side, but this time he's the last man alive. And with the bomb being down, this is going to be almost unwinnable. 30 seconds left as he sneaks his way up towards the site. He's got to make a move shortly. Rush waiting around the corner. Golden just waiting to see if a peek comes in, but Cloud9 playing it patiently. And Rush struggling, but eventually finds the frag. It's Cloud9 to get the first round. We saw them get off to a great start yesterday, Dinko. If they could do the same here today, that would give them a really nice chance here on Overpass.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get that confidence going in that CT side, pick up those first 3 rounds, get everything going well, and then perhaps we'll see Cloud9 take a few more rounds to start off on Overpass here. Of course, the CT side's always, you want to get as good of a start. We talked about Cloud9's CT side before we jumped into the game, and so far they've had the start they need, but this is where Fnatic, they've proven yesterday, they're so great with these CZs, so this is a risk for Cloud9.
Yeah, considering Fnatic can be so good with these pistols, I'm surprised to see so many SMGs from Cloud9. This feels a little bit risky, but we'll see if it works out for them. Obviously, the bonus is they can really build up that economy if they get this round win with those SMG kills garnering some extra cash. And Rush is going to take the first fight shortly. Flush up around the corner will go down. No chance for the trade as Fnatic was spread across the map. Tarek is also playing close towards A-long, but he's got some assistance from Skadoodle. And Fnatic again, we saw them play very slowly on their T side yesterday. Looks like we might see the same here today as Golden makes some noise and ends up getting punished for it.
Yeah, Tarek will pick up those kills all day long. Golden going down, 3 players left for Fnatic. Still got CZ, so let's smoke on a flash. So there is still the chance there to do a little bit more damage. Although FNS, he's on the prowl. Flash by name. Spots out one, but gets his head ripped off from Crims. Too quick on the trigger. There's that pre-aim from Crims. Skadoodle with the scout. Just waiting on the Optimus truck. The players begin to make their way in, and it's Existent JW making space with the pistols. It falls into a 2 versus 2. There's the missed opportunity from Rush, but automatic will pick up the scraps. It's on to Crims. A 1 versus 2. He's excellent on the clutches, lands a good bit of damage, spins round for both, but unable just to get enough damage done, and there's another round for Cloud9. They hold on, and 2 rounds for them on the board now.
Yeah, I don't think that was as comfortable as Cloud9 were hoping. They end up surviving on 16 HP between both of the players, but they get the round win. That's the main thing at the end of the day, and they should now just be up against a full eco, so it won't be too difficult for them into this one. We will see them stick with a fair few SMGs, a couple of rifles brought up by the players who were dropped from the previous round. But you can see Fnatic literally have nothing to work with. 5 Glocks in play. Push coming in, Skadoodle spotting them out. Needs to make sure he's not overwhelmed here. He has some assistance behind as, the push from FNS, not good for the frag, but the rest of the team have been cleaning up. It's Skadoodle who's found 3, and this round is going to go as you would expect.
Yeah, Skadoodle picking up the 4 kills there. Going to be a lot of money, so we can get into that pretty shortly, but I think Cloud9, they had a great start there. I mean, obviously the pistol round, the second round was a little bit risky. It's always running a risk when you purchase so many SMGs, and you know you're going up against a team like Fnatic who are incredible on the CZs. We've seen a lot of the rounds won off the back of those yesterday. So Fnatic now, this is the first gun round. 5 AK-47s, utility across every player. Not full utility, but enough to work with. And Cloud9, there's that AWP we're talking about on Skadoodle. It's going to be a scary prospect for the Fnatic side. Oh, FNS, a little bit of aggression, punished by JW. And that's a great opening kill for Fnatic coming into the first gun round.
Good effort on the nade. JW taken down to 17 HP. That could have been the trade, but the nade not quite connecting as Tarek would have hoped. Again, with Skadoodle being such a passive AWPer, we're seeing other players try and take up the aggression. FNS this time going for that peak. And yesterday, Skadoodle did struggle a bit on Inferno. I think he kind of struggles to get involved in the action with this AWP. And you can see right now he's playing all the way back from heaven. So he's not going to be able to get that easy opening pick. And when you're in a man disadvantage, you really want to get that kill back as soon as possible. Because right now, Taric is alone holding the A site.
That ball making his way up towards long. Taric just jump spotting to try and get any information he possibly can. Although Fnatic playing this very methodically, clearing every angle. Making sure toilets is clear, just feeling out how much map control they've actually got to work with. Of course, they don't have too much utility, so they have to use that leniently. So as much map control as possible is what Fnatic need. They seem to be shaping up ready for their smokes into the A-bomb site. Usually you just see sort of a wall of smokes down in front of that A-bomb site, and then you begin to attack it with as many players as possible. Having the man advantage always helps as well, because you have someone who's essentially expendable, but here comes the attack. Coming through 4 from middle. Skadoodle posted up with the AWP. This is the type of angle. Skadoodle barely misses that shot, but a chance for Taric to step up. Oh, Exist actually catches out Skadoodle, and Fnatic are making space towards the A-bomb site. Automatic and Rush now in a 2 versus 4. Fnatic's just overwhelmed the A site, but Automatic hides in behind the smoke. Good for 1 kill, but it's all onto Rush. A great shutdown from Fnatic, and they take the A-bomb site.
All 3 players are very low on health on the Fnatic side, but Rush might not be aware of that. He's still going to make a move back towards the bomb site. If he could isolate these fights, there's a chance he could pull this off. Flusher playing a headshot angle makes it more difficult. Gets the first kill. No chance for the refrag just yet, and Rush eventually gets caught off guard. If he was holding truck there was a real chance of winning that clutch, but Fnatic hold on to their first round win. And we haven't really talked too much about Fnatic and their performance yesterday. They nearly came back against Liquid. I think we all remember that 30th round where Liquid just about came out on top, Taco really making the difference. But take a look at Cloud9. They actually can't afford to buy off the back of that round loss. They're only going to have pistols to work with into this 5th round. I think after this one they should have money for the buy, but they are going to stack the B site with these pistols here.
So yeah, they invested quite low. I mean, they left a lot of money left over in the bank so they can get a strong buy coming into the next gun round. So this is a chance for Fnatic to start to grow their economy, essentially. They have taken water control, and that limits any aggression the CTs can bring. And Overpass is an interesting map because it does allow for that CT aggression. I think it's one of the only maps within the pool that allows for, you know, the aggression on the CT side, which makes it incredibly interesting to watch. But there's a bit of a stack towards the B-bomb site from Cloud9. Golden on the opposite end of the wall, FNS just lying in wait behind it. This is an angle usually, now if you're not careful, you can get shut down from, so Golden has to be careful to check this. Check the toilets. FNS on the opposite end of that still hasn't struck his card just yet, and there goes FNS. The kill comes through, man advantage picked up for Cloud9, and elsewhere Rush chimes in for another. So the CZ seem to be working out here, Hawker.
Exist finds one back, and the push will come into this A-bomb site, and it was only FNS here. There is a second player now rotated up, and all of the Cloud9 players getting into position. This becomes dangerous for Fnatic now. With 35 seconds left, they have to make up their mind as to whether or not they want to hit this A-bomb site. Exist is going to be leading the charge, but look at how many players are waiting for him. Exist sneaks his way forward, spots the first head, and gets the first frag. There's Automatic finding the trade, but JW gets another one back. Taric only has a USP though, so it's going to be tough for him to do anything. And again, it's up to Rush in this exact same position in a 1-on-2. 10 seconds left, the bomb's still not being planted. Rush going to try and push towards the site, but there goes JW, securing the round win. Again, a little bit closer than Fnatic would have hoped, but they get the job done.
Yeah, that was a good round from Cloud9. They actually did a lot of damage off the back of a little bit of an investment, a couple of CZs there. And they're actually able to take down 3 players from Fnatic, so they should be pretty happy with that. Of course, they're getting the buy through as they invested quite low. And there comes a tactical pause from Fnatic, and double up setup count out for Cloud9. That's interesting on the CT side, because you like to, you know, Skadoodle is one of those more passive oppers that likes to lie in wait, sort of like a turret. You can give the op over to another player, and he can get aggressive. Like I just said in the previous round, on Overpass on the CT side, it does warrant for aggression on the CT side. So one of those ops can play the more passive turret role, and then the other actively try and find that opening kill.
Yeah, the interesting thing is it looked like Automatic was going to pick up the AWP there, and I don't necessarily think of him as much of an aggressive player either. A lot of the time he's the last man in. He's almost been described as the Cold Zero Light, where he likes to be that last man in, and it'll be interesting to see if we do see any aggression from these AWPs, because it's very common on Overpass to see that peek in towards mid, or even over towards the B side of the map. As you were saying, there's chances for these AWPs to go aggressive. JW has an AWP on the other side though, and it's going to be Taric peeking in towards mid. That nade not going to connect. He will fall back. So those AWPers not going for too much aggression. FNS has with his CZ, but he will fall back, and it's automatic with that aggressive angle to get the first frag. There's that double AWP setup that we were talking about, already giving the man advantage over to Cloud9. And Fnatic want to make sure they don't lose any further fights, so they're just going to take their time.
Lose the man, just spread out and try and figure out how to get it back. Just over a minute left. Fnatic still have plenty of time to work with. Spread out, still across the map, just trying to gain as much information as possible. And yesterday we did see Automatic picking up the AWP quite often actually on Inferno. He did play passive towards the back of the B bomb site. There were some times where he went for an aggressive peek towards Banana, but most of the time he did stay back as a sort of turret style. But it seems as though Fnatic just taking control of the connector, setting up for an execute into the B bomb site. It looks they've made their preference here, Hawker.
Not a massive amount of utility left for them to work with. A couple of smokes to try and overwhelm this B site as, oh, what? Golden just got that wallbang straight through the B bomb site. That's automatic going down. That makes things awkward for Cloud9, but Skadoodle retains their man advantage over towards that A side of the map. And with 30 seconds left here, Fnatic are going to need to get a move on.
Rush line and wait on the opposite end of the monster tunnel. Exist and Flushes seem to be making their way through. It's Rush to take the engagement, but loses it. Now falls on the FNS, who has the AWP in his hands. AWP misses the shot. Exist opening up the B bomb site. Golden follows up, but Skadoodle's there. A 1 versus 3, misses the second shot. He will go down, and Fnatic equalize the scoreline 3-3.
Solid work from Exist there. Those two entries made a massive difference, and Golden also, again, creating a lot of space for his team going in first. As you were saying, I think on that T side, Golden is having a fair bit of impact. It was the CT side where he really struggled, and okay, that's not a bad kill for Golden, spamming straight through the woods. That certainly helps their execute onto the B site, and oh, Exist hitting some nice shots as well. Fnatic warming up.
Yeah, Fnatic now, they know they're up against the pistol, so Flush it. He's going to pick up that Mach-10, and that allows for so much money to be built up if he's able to get things done with that. So Fnatic back into somewhat of a default. They know they're going up against the pistols, so you don't want to overcommit and get, walk right into a stack. So just try and get as much information as possible. Play passive to see if there's any aggression anywhere on the map from the CTs. Fnatic look to take mid control. They spawn out Rush inside of the connector. First kill comes in. JW follows up with a second. So Fnatic a great start to the round.
Push comes into connector. Crim's going to have to clear the close corners, and he will do so successfully. So as you would expect, Fnatic winning pretty much every fight so far. Flush has taken a bit of damage, but other than that, it is effectively a flawless round win. JW going to mop up a couple of kills with that AWP as his confidence starts to grow. And it will be Fnatic able to gain the lead here. Pretty good start for Fnatic, all things considered, especially as we saw Cloud9 really struggle on their T side yesterday. And as I was saying, I don't really think their loose style of calling that Tarik is going to bring really suits Overpass that well. So we'll have to see how Cloud9 do into the second half. But firstly, they've got to get a decent performance here on the CT side, and look at Fnatic all sticking together already.
Yeah, still Flush is sticking with the Mach-10. They're going to make their way over towards the B bomb site. All 5 players. Rush blinded, falls in behind the barrels. 1 kill coming in from Automatic, so again an opening with that AWP. He's very proficient with this weapon, and another kill. It's FNS to chime in fact. So 3 players left on the Fnatic side. JW is able to pull 1 back. Now it falls into a 3 versus 4. Rush was waiting in those barrels, but Molotov comes in, forces them out. Crim's able to take that kill, and falls back into a 3 versus 3, an equilibrium. With over a minute left, JW sticks around from short, and what is that shot from him? Automatic goes down. Now Skadoodle and Tarik left in a very difficult position because Fnatic now have the man advantage and all of the momentum, and they have JW. He's going to make more space, just sticking in short, finding another kill with that AWP. And Skadoodle falls into a 1 versus 3 yet again. He came close in the last round. There's a little bit more to do. And with no money left in the economy of Cloud9, he decides to back off and save this AWP.
Yeah, and when JW starts to hit his peak, he can be an incredible player on that AWP. We've seen his aggression in the past do so much work for Fnatic. And if that's going to be the case here today, then Cloud9 are going to struggle to contain him. Again, here on Overpass, even though I'm saying that I don't think this map necessarily suits Cloud9 that well, you've got to remember this was their pick. So clearly they have something prepared for Overpass. But right now, we're not really seeing it. In these gun rounds, Fnatic have got off to a flawless start, and they are going to try and hunt down the AWP of Skadoodle. I don't know if they're going to get here in time. The push comes in. Skadoodle hits the first. Spam not coming through. Crims tries to push, but Skadoodle dances around that pillar. Very well played there with the sound cues, making sure he keeps the AWP alive. and that means that Cloud9 at least have something to work with, even if the rest of the team don't have the money.
Yeah, you can always buy around that ult as well. You can always pull out the CZs. There's those shots from JW that really made the difference into the last round. Very quick on the trigger. JW is looking informed today. So yeah, you can always buy around the AWP. You see the CZs coming out along with the Deagle. A little bit of Kevlar, meaning Tarek picking up FNS. Rush, only player without anything, is automatic, but he's got that Deagle. He's an incredible player with that weapon, so not a done deal for Fnatic. There is still a risk. You have to approach this one safely. Got 4 players over towards the A bomb site. One just waiting at the top of the connector, in fact, and then the other, Flusha, just playing that lurking style, just gaining information towards the B bomb site, ready to punish any aggression that would come through short or monster. The rest of the Fnatic side just trying to slowly take map control. They've been doing this throughout the entire first half here so far, just taking map control very slowly, making sure they don't give away any free kills. It seems to be working out for them.
FNS again playing up close in towards bathrooms. They switch up their positions slightly into this 9th round. Ooh, FNS gets the timing perfect. That's one free frag from behind. He's managing to survive here, but eventually the kill comes in. It was a good bait and switch though. Tarek finds the refrag. No guns recovered, but a man advantage gained by Cloud9. And again, Fnatic continue with their slow style. And that means they don't have a massive amount of information here, so they could run the risk of running into this A stack. But ooh, I think Cloud9 are just rotating off at the wrong time.
They seem to be still posted up because they have the AWP on the A bomb site, so that's a scary weapon. And there goes Tarek getting aggressive. Another kill coming through from the CZ. So Fnatic are getting dispensed with in Cloud9. They have just done it. Skadoodle with another kill. Falls to Flusha to clutch it out. First kill comes in very quick, but automatic there with the Deagle. And another round for Cloud9. The pistols prevail against Fnatic.
Yeah, they finally break that 5-round win streak that we saw Fnatic build up there to start off this T side. Really nice bait and switch here. FNS just got perfect timing with that initial push, and then Tarek finding a second frag with that CZ. A very nice shot from Automatic as well, and they're going to go back to this double AWP setup. This is quite a crucial round at this point, because you can see neither side has a massive amount of money in the bank. So the loser of this is likely to be forced down to an eco. We're already going to see Fnatic gaining some ground towards B short. It's generally pretty easy to gain map control in towards that position, and it gives quite a few options into the later stages of the round. Cloud9 though, going to go for some aggression out towards A long, and this could work out. Skadoodle here with the AWP. They're going to boost him up. This should be good for the frag if he spots Golden. Oh, he spots the player. This should be the kill, and indeed it is. JW with the AWP doesn't really want to peek out wide, especially with that smoke being dropped, but look at JW in the midst of the smoke. He goes for the frag.
Whoa.
That is insane. JW goes through the smoke for the refrag, and it's just a 1-for-1 trade.
Skadoodle searching for a little bit more because JW has just found the trade frag, but it's Crims, and he takes down Skadoodle as the smoke begins to dissipate. A man advantage for Fnatic to work with, and 47 seconds. FNS line and wait behind the truck. The players begin to make their way into the A bomb site from Fnatic. FNS needs to step up. He's spotted out by Exist, so they now know exactly where he is. He's surrounded on all fronts, but the flashbangs in. FNS able to pick up the first kill. It pulls it back into a 3 versus 3, but Exist is there for the trade. Automatic makes his way from the B bomb site. The AWP gets caught out from JW, so it's all onto Rush. And Cloud9, this is a scary round for them. They've just been beaten yet again by Fnatic.
And again, JW, the man really stepping up with the AWP. Time after time, we're seeing Rush having to rotate up towards A, but it's never a winnable position for him. Doesn't spot out JW on the cross. Rush is just going to go ahead and fall back and try and save his gun. Skadoodle and Automatic at least have money in the bank, but other than that, there's very little to work with for Cloud9. So saving this gun could be useful, but it's not going to happen. Flusha already pushing forwards, and it will be Fnatic regaining control of this matchup. They're going to get back into the lead, and the money could really be a huge factor now. That's Fnatic again hitting that A bomb site. And we will see what Cloud9 have to invest. Yeah, they are going to go for the force-up. They can get these 2 AWPs out yet again. But we'll see if Skadoodle or Automatic can step it up. Because again, just 3 pistols for the rest of the team.
Yeah, this is scary for Cloud9 as well. Because obviously if they lose this one, they're not going to have too much to work with. Fnatic will be granted a few more rounds. And then you're looking at a very, very good half from Fnatic on that T side. And you're looking at overpass. Getting a lot of rounds on that T side is going to look great for them. especially since Fnatic on the CT side seemed to be pretty good yesterday. Automatic there up on top of the water. Oh, nice shot from Automatic, taking Golden down. Falls into a man advantage for the CT side, and there we go, Cloud9. They need to find that, but it's pulled back by Crims. Elsewhere, FNS does damage, so keeping that man advantage for the North American side.
The bomb's still back towards A long, but Fnatic aren't grouped up as of yet. Flush is going to be pushing in towards the B bomb site, and that smoke has just been deployed. The timing might be right. Nade going to come through, that could find the kill here. Ooh, rush down to 21 HP, but elsewhere, JW has found a kill with his AWP. So Fnatic can afford to just slow down the pace into a 3v3. FNS has managed to recover an AK at least, and Rush is going to go through the smoke. Seemed a little bit of a strange decision, but Flusher will happily claim that kill. And now Fnatic have plenty of options. With 35 seconds left, they're still not grouping up though.
They seem to be making their way back now, though. The bomb just still posted up on top of the balloons. Beginning to make their way back towards the B bomb site. Obviously, taking connect control and water control allows for, you know, if things go sour towards the A bomb site, you can always go back towards B. So there's always that option. And Overpass allows for those quick rotations, even from the T side, if they decide to change it up. But the Molotov comes in. Here comes the execute. They begin to make their way up towards short. It's FNS. First kill. Drops the bomb, but they pick it up quite quickly. Falls. And now it's all onto Automatic. A 1 versus 2 clutch. The smoke covering off the Fnatic players as the bomb will go down. Now Automatic needs to make his way through. Smoke begins to dissipate. He's now wide open. No utility of his own to work with. No kit either. So this is a bit scary. He has to move quickly. Makes his way up towards short. There's one player posted on this as well. It's Exist. Spots him out. Doesn't take the kill. Automatic very, very stressed at this point. This round is slowly but surely slipping out of his hands. There's barely any chance. Grabs 1 kill. Going to tap that bomb again. And the player now making his way through the water. Automatic needs to hold on. If he can get the kill at least, I don't think there's enough time. And he will run away. That will be the round for Fnatic. But Automatic keeps the economy modest of the T side at least.
Yeah, at the very least keeping the money low, but we are already heading into the late stages of this first half. So the economy becomes less and less relevant. And again, on the Fnatic side of things, I mean, generally Crims is that very consistent player, but you always want someone to step up alongside him. When Fnatic have had their success in the past, oftentimes it's been Flusher, but this time you can see it's JW and Exist massively leading the way. Again, Golden struggling a bit on that entry role, but Fnatic is still finding the round wins, so he's clearly creating space for his teammates. Already into this round, Crim's going to go flying up connector. The Mach-10 gets 2, only up against the pistols, except for the AWP of Automatic. Cloud9 are all going to be grouped back towards A long. Strong start for Fnatic. That 1 Mach-10 gets them the man advantage, and they don't really care about losing that Mach-10 because elsewhere they are already making their way towards B.
Automatic's been consistently finding frags with that AWP, which is great to see. If they had better weapons around it, it could make an impact, but Fnatic, of course, have just cracked open that B bomb site. It's completely open for them. So again, it looks as though the call is to try and save that AWP into the next round. Fnatic given a round, and it will be 8-4. Already Fnatic claiming control of the first half. They are already confirming themselves that 1-round lead moving into the second. So things are looking great from the Swedish side right now, Hawker.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you consider Cloud9 won that pistol round. These gun rounds have been ridiculously one-sided. And again, we have to point out that this was Cloud9's map pick. So this is very, very impressive from Fnatic on their T side. And again, they're playing a pretty similar sort of style as they did yesterday, where they go for these very, very slow-paced plays. But it's what's been working for them, so there's no real need for them to switch it up. And again, I really like that every now and then they will throw in one quick round just to keep Cloud9 guessing. Because otherwise, Cloud9 could just hold on to those nades and be sure it's a late round execute. But they're keeping Cloud9 guessing with that B play we saw come through very quickly, and it's making it very difficult for the CTs to predict the plays.
Fnatic have just looked strong ever since, you know, the first 3 rounds came in from Cloud9. Fnatic able to open it up, and everything's just been going their way. I think JW being alive is awesome for them. I mean, he's such a pivotal factor for the team, and when he's firing on all cylinders, it's a scary prospect for any team. He's sitting on the top of the scoreboard, 14-8. Exist in there. He's finding insane entry frags. He's doing a great job at opening up bomb sites, and now Fnatic, they're making their way through. Crim's leading the charge. They're going to be taking A long pretty quickly, and this is one of those faster plays, just taking control straight away of long. And that keeps Cloud9 guessing indeed. And Tarek inside of the toilet's about to be met with a couple of players coming his way. Not the most scary player to look at, but there's a kill from Skadoodle. Exists going down, flush it inside of the smoking connector. FNS takes him down, and that will be a 5 versus 3. A 2-man advantage picked up for Cloud9 into a crucial round.
They're going to struggle holding the A site though. It's only Tarek here, and he's already been spotted. Tarek will go down, and that is the A site fully gained control of. You could see those two players were in towards connector, so they couldn't assist this A hold. And that gives Fnatic a reasonable chance because Cloud9 are all retaking from the exact same positions. The nades are coming through, and they do still have at least one kit in play. But Cloud9 are going to need to speed this one up. JW misses that shot, and it's automatic to reply. Golden going to need to put in a shift here because Crims is down low on health. Reposition comes through, flash comes out, and Golden doesn't find anything. Automatic takes him down, and it's all up to Crims. The veteran player holding back from short, spots them out, but it's Skadoodle to claim the round win. Cloud9 able to get another round on the board, and this is still very salvageable for them. If they get 1 or 2 more rounds at the end of the half, this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, if they can get up to that magic number of 7, I think that's the goal here at this point. Try and minimize the amount of rounds the Fnatic are allowed to gain off the back of this. There's that chance, and there's the openings from Skadoodle. Automatic, this is the shot I wanted to see. This last one right through the boxes, right through the center, taking Golden. Obviously, a great job done by the AWPs, really making the difference for Cloud9 into that round. And that was one of the most crucial rounds for Cloud9 to pick up because now they're allowed back into this first half.
Fnatic just going to be holding across the map. Again, FNS in towards connector. He doesn't really have any support towards short. He could be isolated pretty easily here because JW's over towards party. He needs to be a little bit careful in this position. He's going to try to fall back, but is JW holding this angle? FNS spots him out, but there is JW finding that entry. Just not enough support for FNS there. He can't really be playing in connector without anyone anywhere near him. And now Skadoodle is alone towards A. He's going to get 1 kill and just decides to fall back. So that should slow down the push from Fnatic. That keeps Cloud9 safe a little bit longer, but JW has just taken down Skadoodle. That's going to force the rotate to come in. And again, it's the AWP of JW opening the round.
Gives the man advantage for Fnatic. Definitely want to work off the back of this. The bomb has made its way over towards A long. 2 players inside of middle. 1 still dueling towards the B bomb site. So it cuts off any rotations from that side of the map towards the connector. Flush lands a little bit of damage to his teammate, but 35 seconds left. Fnatic need to make a decision. Looks as though they have, and it's towards the A bomb site they will go. They've got utility to work with. Automatic posted up on the truck. Rush though, there's the play. Crims tries to walk his way into water. Rush gains all the information as well off the back of this that no one else is there. And this does allow for Cloud9 to realize that it's going to be the A-bomb site. The execute comes in for Fnatic. 15 seconds left. Very risky plays. They've left the time low, and that's the bomb. That's the worst player to lose, and Tarek will follow up. Now it's JW, a 1 versus 3, and there's no time. It's over, and Cloud9 will get 6 on the board. 1 round away from getting those 7 rounds, and that's going to be the best outcome possible for them.
And that's always the risk you run when you go for those slow-paced plays. If Cloud9 get the information late into the rounds, they can stack the bomb site and they can be very prepared for the push. You can see automatic, easy kill as he holds the angle. Tarek chiming in with the second, and having those 2 players committed to A really, really helps there. In a 3v3, it can be difficult for the CTs to know exactly what the play is going to look like, but look at Tarek go straight through mid. There's a player behind him. He should hear the steps, and JW will not expect this. Easy kill for Tarek. And that aggression is going to pay off. Again, a lot of information gained, and Fnatic with just their CZs are going to try to push towards B. The CT's on the other side waiting, and Rush is up close, but he is going to get 2. And that is the round over and done with. Cloud9 are going to get their 7th round here, barring any miracle plays from Flusher. It's not going to happen. Solid end to the half for Cloud9.
Yeah, 7 rounds. We just talked about it. They've got it pulled back. It was looking good for Fnatic there. They had a window of opportunity to get so many rounds of the board. So as close as you can get, 8-7. What a way to start off the first game of the day.
Seen some Cloud9 fans in the crowd as well. I'm sure they're happy about that one. But yeah, good half for Cloud9 overall. I think they will be a little disappointed they couldn't sort of press on from that pistol round win, especially because now they're heading into the T side where they really, really struggled yesterday. So we're going to have to see Cloud9 step it up heading into this second half. and they're going to stick together. We've seen quite a few slow pistol rounds so far, but Cloud9 don't want any of the sort. They're going to go quickly over towards B, and currently it's only Golden towards this B site. This is going to be impossible to hold.
Yeah, Golden should just spot out a couple of players and then play for the retake. Gotta wait for his teammates. Cloud9 just run in, take the free real estate, the bomb will go down. So Golden should have the info, so he doesn't even peek, he just calls for the info for his teammates to rotate in. But look at this play. Taric gets boosted up on Heaven. This could be a very scary position for them because obviously coming in with a huge flank. Taric, this angle's hardly ever checked. He should be able to find a kill here on the Flusha, especially with the distraction down towards the lower parts of the bomb site. Because of this, Cloud9 have got so many good post-plant positions. FNS gonna go down though. Taric and Rush gonna find 3 kills between them, so it falls onto JW and Crims, a 4 versus 2, and this retake's extremely difficult with no utility, no kit to work with. JW needed to win that duel a bit faster, but he still gets the kill, goes down, and Crims makes space, but falls himself. So Cloud9, they pick up the pistol, and are back into this game.
Tied scoreline, back to an 8-8 score. A bit unfortunate for Fnatic that such a fast-paced play came in, because again, you don't generally see those really quick pistol rounds come through, and there is Taric fully taking advantage of that position. Talking about Taric, I was wondering how much going back to that in-game leader role was going to affect his fragging, and yesterday he kind of struggled, but today he's starting to find some form. Only got 10 kills, but no one on the Cloud9 side doing particularly poorly. And Fnatic will be picking up pistols across the board. One scout for Crims. Good to see the B push already come through. Automatic spots the first player out. That's Golden, trapped in towards sandbags. And Cloud9, they're still leaning over towards the B bomb site here. They have very little map control back towards A, and as the boost comes in, Taric finds a great angle. It's Crims to be picked off at the start of the round, but JW is pushing through connector.
These are the dangerous positions that you just know Fnatic are going to want to get in. Cloud9 just making their way through the monster tunnel. Flusha has the scout. So Cloud9 just ducking, trying to get across. It's Taric to find another kill. So 2 kills for him into the round. They open up the B bomb site. Flusha lands a decent amount of damage, but the CZ from Exist is the only kill that's been found. But JW, here's the flank we were talking about. Here's the kills, 2 of them, as he falls back and pulls it into a 2 versus 2. Automatic and Rush are very low as well, and another kill from JW. These pistols making so much space. He's at a 1 versus 3, and he will find the last kill. 4 kills for him. And an incredible play from JW. They answer back. That flank was incredible.
JW really showing up here today. On the AWP, on the CZ, he can use whatever he wants, and he's going to find the frags. This flank was very, very well timed. Pulling the trigger for the first. He doesn't stop the bomb plant, but he still gets that second frag. And these final kills were very, very impressive. The CZ just does all the work. And again, JW up there at the top of the scoreboard. I always kind of say that someone needs to step up for Fnatic to really be that standout star player. And generally I'd point to Flusha, but he's been really struggling today. So it's good for Fnatic that JW is stepping up, because otherwise they could be really, really struggling here. Again, they're only up against the Glocks this time. So this should be an incredibly easy round. Fnatic just going to be holding back, making sure they don't give away any of their guns. Got JW and Crims, 2 of the rifle players on towards the A side of the map. So all the SMGs are over towards B, surprisingly enough. Again, only against the Glocks though, so shouldn't be a massive concern.
Yeah, this should be the round for Fnatic to pick up money onto the CT side. They've got 3 SMGs to work with, 2 rifles. So there's 2 rifles and more of the security policy, but there goes Crims. A kill coming in towards the toilets. Taric goes down. JW gets aggressive right into the mix with all the Glocks. Eventually goes down himself, but finds 2, so falls into a 4 versus 2 situation. Cloud9 have an M4 to work with, so this could actually work out for them. They could get a bit more damage done. They are locked in towards the toilets though, and Crims just waiting for them to come out. 1 kill coming in, very clean. Final bullet, 1 headshot, and a great round for Fnatic. They've recovered the second half really. When they picked up that pistol, Cloud9, I thought they're back in the game, right? They went into the second round with all of the rifles. They went in with every single player having a rifle, no SMGs to build up any money. And then JW comes in with that flank with the CZ, and the way he uses that, of course, the CZ only has 24 bullets, and he's able to use that 1 weapon to get 4 kills, just using a couple of bullets at a time, reserving the ammo, so cool and calm under pressure, and he will get Fnatic back into the second half and really can now stomp authority all over it. Cloud9 have a buy though, and they've got a little bit of utility to work with.
And Fnatic are always one of those teams where when they start to build confidence, you start to get a little bit worried. Especially, I mean, JW, I think he's just always confident. Some of the plays he makes with the AWP are ridiculous. Back into the action into this round because Fnatic playing pretty aggressively. It's Crims to only find one. JW in the corner. Oh, FNS doesn't clear it fully. So it is a man advantage for the Swedes, and you can already see JW making a beeline up connector. He needs to get his gun out, but automatic.
Whoa!
What? How does JW find that frag? That is ridiculous. This man is on fire right now. And Skadoodle and Taric are going to have to try and save the round. Flusher does go down. So Taric finds his entry on towards A. Fnatic starting to get back towards this A bomb site, but Cloud9 should get the bomb down.
Yeah, they get the bomb down, but again, it's a man advantage there for Fnatic onto the retake. JW again, just getting aggressive, finding those 2 kills, causing a bit of a stir. Nice Skadoodle, Taric, they have to hold it off. The Fnatic players posted up just outside of the toilets. They've got a kit to work with, flashbang and a smoke. So there is still time to work with. The flashbang goes in, it blinds Taric, keeps him at bay towards long. Skadoodle has the wide angle to spot, and if anybody crosses over, he finds JW, and a second find by Skadoodle. He goes for all 3, unable to grab the third though, and out falls all into Taric, 17 HP, but it's gold, and he'll clutch it out. Along with the kit, it's a round for Fnatic. Came very, very close for Cloud9 though.
And again, Golden really struggled in the first half. Playing that entry role, always going to be difficult, but 2 crucial kills there. We do see Fnatic continue.
Oh, I just want to see this play from JW walking up the ladder. The way he hit the shot, there we go.
Yeah, you know,
that's incredible.
Just JW things, of course.
Yeah, but this is great for Fnatic now, up to 11 rounds. They've kind of pushed that buy away from Cloud9, so it's starting to get a bit risky there for the North American side, starting to allow Fnatic to get a bit of a runaway. And this is a little bit scary because obviously you have, coming into this one, Fnatic know they're getting rid of FNS, so will that winner's mentality be with them? I mean, will they be feeling confident even if they're down a few rounds? Do they have that winner's mentality to come back?
Now we'll see if Cloud9 can pull themselves back into this one again. They're going to need to find some further frags here on this T side. We've seen them kind of struggle so far, but they have got the chance to try and pull this one back. I mean, they've only got pistols into this round, but Fnatic really don't have that much money built up. That was I think it was meant to be a deep incendiary in towards mid, but it didn't quite land. It's not going to matter too much anyway. JW playing up close. That nade is going to do so much damage. He only finds the 1 frag though. So JW may be getting a little too overconfident there. Up against the pistols, he gives away his rifle early on. That's going to be given over to Rush. He will try and go in first as he's got the Kevlar. And again, Crims playing up close. Fnatic keep on playing these close angles against the pistols. The boosters come in here. Rush is going to be spotted. Great play by Crims to spot out that boost. I'm not sure if there was a sound cue there, but it is going to be Fnatic mopping up the round as FNS does find the frag, but he's left in a 1v3 and he needs to go get the bomb.
FNS actually able to find 2 kills. Gets a little bit updone, but Golden finishes him off. A great round for Fnatic. Crim's starting to wake up as well. I mean, he's consistent throughout and just finding the kills that are required, spotting out that boost. They could have found something for Cloud9, so being able to take that down, eliminate any chances of them for finding another kill. Great job done from Fnatic, and again, 4 rounds away from taking map number 1 of this best of 3 and the map pick of Cloud9. So that's a little bit scary for them. Cloud9 only 8 rounds on the board, but here's another buy round. They have the AK-47s, they have the utility to work with, so if they are going to post a round, it's got to be here.
Aggression from Fnatic in towards A. JW already pushed up. Skadoodle waiting on the other side. That smoke has gone very deep, so Skadoodle could get this kill here. JW, takes his face off. That's going to be an AK recovered. And you don't want to be giving an AK to JW because he has been landing shot after shot so far. Cloud9 with no control towards A are going to hit this B site, and Golden does go down. That was the entry they needed because now the bomb site is completely open for business. And Cloud9 will get that bomb down.
Yeah, bomb will go down on the B bomb site for Cloud9. They have to hold on to it. They've been somewhat caught out in their post-plant position so far. This time they don't have a man deficit. It's an equilibrium across both teams. Flashbang in, Rush again from this angle. It's caught out by Crim, so that's a huge kill to come through. And a man advantage now for Fnatic into the retake. Taric needs to find this, a long spray, able to do so, automatic to chime in. Exist will pull it back to a 2 versus 2. The flashbang's going to come in yet again. Fnatic just trying to get into the bomb site. Tarek and Automatic have all of the work to do to try and hold them off. It's on to Exist, a 1 versus 1 up against Automatic. The smoke will go down, but Automatic peaks and a headshot to come through. Cloud9 win one of the most crucial rounds they've had to face so far.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a very exciting first map of the day. Again, Cloud9 used to play Overpass, well, when they had FNS as their in-game leader quite a lot of the time, and they even managed to beat FaZe 16-13 back in Marseille, so clearly they do like to play Overpass. I was just wondering if, because Tarek is taking over as in-game leader, if they'd shy away from this, but they've decided to stick with it. Clearly they have something prepared, and it's gone pretty well for them so far. Certainly keeping up pace with Fnatic. And into this round, the Swedes only having 3 rifles to work with. Then again, one of them is an AWP in the hands of JW. We also see Crims playing aggressively out towards A long. So it looks like Golden decides he doesn't need to push any further because Crims is in a fairly aggressive position elsewhere. They're pretty confident that they can just hold back. Don't think Crims will want to go for the further push with the CZ, so JW will be put under pressure. The AWP already blinded up. He should have heard those steps. He's having to hold a very tight angle there, and you can see the AWP will now fall back. So Cloud9 not taking any fights just yet, but they are forcing Fnatic back a little bit.
Automatic, if he's not careful, he could get caught out here, but the flashbang comes through. Rush is able to bail him out, so they're going to stay alive. A man advantage fine for Cloud9. Crims still down towards long, and the players are about to make their way through the toilet tonight, and Crims will spot out the first kill comes in. FNS going to go down, and Crims going to relocate his position, trying to find a little more, and he spots out Skadoodle, but he's only good for one. Skadoodle finds the trade, and keeps some advantage there for Cloud9, so Fnatic still in a very scary position. That bomb, that'll be safely picked up from Cloud9, and there's only one player towards the A bomb site, so if Cloud9 were to commit into that side of the map right now, of course it's JW though, so you can really never count on that.
15 seconds and the bomb's going back towards B. They need to speed this up. JW gets the first frag, and here comes the push. It exists to try and shut it out. He is going to find the first. Exists looking for more. He needs to slow them down. Is there time? No, Skadoodle doesn't have it. That's... Oh, what? He just about gets it in time. I thought he didn't have that. Takes it down to the last second, but JW is still alive. Spots the first, nearly gets the frag, but it's Rush to step it up. A very, very close plant, but Cloud9 play it to perfection as they just about hold on.
Yeah, 4 kills from Rush into that round, really making a difference for Cloud9. I thought for a second there JW might have been able to do it in the time just enough to get the bomb down. So a great performance for Cloud9, again staying alive. They're not out of the game, they're coming back to this one, and now only 2 rounds away. 2 rounds separate them. This one, you know, it should be a given round to them. Rush only has a Glock though. We seen that yesterday as well. We seen it, I believe it, can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Taco. So yeah, a couple of players for getting the buy, but I mean Fnatic, they're not going to have too much work with anyway. There's no Kevlar or anything. So this is essentially a round.
Rush right now? Does he actually have an AK? There we go. Okay. HUD resets. We've got full AKs. No worries. Everyone has the guns. Exist with a single flashbang. Again, this game so far really has been a bit of a slog for both teams, though. It's been pretty back and forth, and even the rounds that are won are generally incredibly close. So that means that neither side have got that much of an economy built up. And this is Cloud9's chance to at least build up some cash in the bank. They should just be looking to hold on to these rifles. Yeah, you can see the money, really not great for either team. Automatic spots a player out, but as you would expect, this round is going to be over and done with. Cloud9 working their way back into this one as Tarek spots the player dying to the bomb. So 1 gun lost for Cloud9.
Yeah, money there to work with for Fnatic, but there's going to be no presence for that AWP, and that's been something that Fnatic have really worked with, that AWP on JW. So they'll be missing the presence of that. They're going to have the 5 M4s though. We've seen what JW can do with the M4 himself, so definitely still a chance here for Fnatic. They call the tactical pause. Cloud9 starting to build up a little momentum here, and this is a little bit scary for Fnatic because that lead they gathered up in the second half, only 1 round separates the 2 teams now, so this is great for any Cloud9 fans. They're on their way back into this game.
Yeah, and again, Fnatic, whenever they are really at their peak performance, you generally see flusha towards the top of the scoreboard, but he's had a real struggle today. He's still down there at 4 frags, which is so uncharacteristic for flusha. If he could step it up in these last few rounds, he could be the difference maker here. as we head into the late stages of this first map. If this is anything to sort of, you know, warm us up for the rest of the day, then it's going to be a very, very fun day, that's for sure. But Cloud9 all grouping up over towards the B bomb site. The push already coming through. Exist the first man on the hole, but Golden gets destroyed. Exist also going to fall. It's Taric opening up the site. And now it's that man we were talking about, Flusher, alone on B. He's got JW to support him, but Flusher's already gone down.
Yeah, Flusher's not having a great game, sitting on 4 kills quite some time now, but it's JW and Crims. 2 versus 4, and they've decided just to keep these M4s. They back away from the B bomb site, they make their way back towards the A side of things, and that's another round for Cloud9. They will even out the scoreline, and this is starting to look extremely good from the North American side. We talked about their T side being a little bit weak yesterday, but that's because we casted them going up against Astralis, and they've probably got one of the best CT sides in the world on Inferno. So, I mean, you can't really write home too much about that. Of course, we didn't get to see too much of it, so on this T side, on Overpass, it's looking quite good.
Well, Fnatic going to get to save 2 guns, but that's not going to be enough for them. We were saying their money is already looking a little lackluster. We are about to be all tied up, 12-12. This game looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Cloud9 battling back from their deficit. And they have had a strong T side so far. And again, Taric, that first shot was incredible. Opening this B bomb site. Very, very crucial round coming in from him. And Cloud9 make it look easy on the quick B play, and we'll see what Fnatic have to work with. Yeah, other than those 2 saved rifles, not a massive amount to play with. The one positive is I think JW will be able to afford an AWP into the next round, so that's going to be fun to watch for. And again, JW, he's got balls of steel. He's going to push through Connector. I don't think he's going to get too much of a reward for it unless he captures...
he goes with a huge flank here.
If he captures automatic, could be useful.
I mean, he's already gaining a lot of information off the back of this. So this push, he knows it's most likely towards the A bomb site, and there we go. Fnatic are allowed to relocate towards this side of the map. Flush it. I'm going to confirm that they're at this side of the map, and Taric, only one, gets dropped by Crims, who picks up a double, but eventually falls. Skadoodle and FNS will pull it back, and a man advantage still there for Cloud9. But they're pretty low HP. FNS down to 7 HP. Skadoodle up there on 34, but FNS catches out the flank from JW, so it's not allowed to amount to much. And Golden, a 1 versus 3 for him. He's going to creep his way up over towards the top of the truck. The player sitting inside of the smoke is Skadoodle. The flashbang's good, and Skadoodle takes him down with the CZ. Great teamwork from Cloud9, they will take the lead.
This is the first time Cloud9 have had the lead in quite a while. They did win that first pistol round, but ever since, they have been on the back foot. And now they are finally in front. But again, we've got to look at JW with the AWP in his hands. He's been such a huge part of Fnatic's success so far. And again, we've got to give credit to Crims. He is so consistently that second star for the team. But Crims is going to go aggressive this time, pushing his way in towards B short. The molly is here for him, so he won't be under too much pressure. Crims now deciding to fall back. But you can see this is a very, very crucial round for both teams. Neither side wanting to make an early mistake as Cloud9 hold back. They'll probably want to find where JW is playing with this AWP, because he's been switching it up a little bit. This time he's holding over towards Party. And if the peek comes in towards him, JW might have the chance for an entry here.
Exist. Catch out automatic, so there's the man advantage for Fnatic. Pretty happy with that. Now Cloud9 are forced to reconsider their options as they make their way back towards the B bomb site, and that's a scary prospect because Fnatic, look how many players they have over towards here. There was 3, but one of them rotating back. Boost from the Fnatic boys. Golden getting run boosted over towards Monster. Cloud9 grouping up outside of this along with the bomb on the back of Skadoodle. 40 seconds left. A push eventually will come in from Cloud9. They have made their preference towards the B bomb site. Fnatic still have utility to work with, so that smoke delaying the push further from Cloud9, running down the time. And they will make their way through the water position. This is going to be a bit of a split coming through. You've got Rush there trying to cut off rotations, and he's been doing such a great job at doing that. So that's going to slow them Molotov. That's going to slow them even further, but they decide to push through. There's no time to really work with. They have to go through this. They have to commit. Golden and JW, they chime in with 2. It exists down in the back lines. 1 kill for him, and it's finished off by Flusher, and Fnatic answer back. They run the time down perfectly with that utility.
I was going to say that the A players had so much utility left on Fnatic. I thought they were just going to be ready to line up the retake with lots of nades left to work with, because then they would have had a good chance at retaking the sites, but they didn't need to retake. They shut down the push individually, and it's Cloud9's turn to take a timeout. They've managed to bolster their money, so they won't be in too much trouble. But again, every round at this point of the game counts for so much. So they're going to make sure they know exactly what they want to do heading into this round at 27. Nice wave.
Yeah, so Cloud9, it's a tactical pause from them. I mean, just making sure they know what's going on at this point. Just make sure they have a clear game plan. Everything. They've just lost a round, right? So they had a little bit of momentum being built up there. They call a pause, just try and get back into that winning mentality. I mean, they had the chances there. Fnatic answer back with a round of their own. So Cloud9, they have money to work with. There won't be too much if they lose this one. So this is an incredibly important round for Cloud9.
Oh. Not sure what Flush is doing.
Yeah, wasted a little bit of utility, but JW, his space will be made towards the connector. That Molotov prevents him from sticking round for the peak, and they now know he's there due to the the tick sign of the Molotov. So Fnatic, being prevented from getting aggressive, and that's something they've loved to do. I mean, we've seen how aggressive they like to get inside the connector water, but there's Skadoodle, a kill coming in, Crim's going down, a man advantage there for Cloud9, an important man advantage that.
Yeah, and even though oftentimes Skadoodle is described as that passive AWPer, he is going to be very methodical because of that. So he's not going to be caught off guard by those boosts. He can slowly clear those corners. Flusher has rotated down towards B. In fact, Fnatic have heavily rotated towards this B bomb site. They're finally going to put a few players back up towards A. It's JW who's going to be left alone. Again, 29 kills. He's on for the 30 bomb here as he moves up to the A bomb site. Cloud9 also liking to take their time. They've got plenty of nades left to work with. And with 40 seconds left on the clock, they are going to have to get that bomb pretty shortly here. It's been left fairly far back. That's something that we might need to look out for. Someone needs to go back for that bomb soon, because otherwise they could really struggle. We saw Skadoodle barely get the bomb down previously, and finally FNS is going to get the bomb back. But with 23 seconds, this is going to have to be a flawless push.
Skadoodle inside of the monster tunnel. It's a kill from Golden as the scope was in. Golden able to find that kill, and that pulls it back into a 4 versus 4 now. The players decide to make their way into the B-bomb side. 2 from short, Golden falls, and that is a huge kill to come in from Cloud9, because now Fnatic in a difficult position, but Exist 2 kills. The bomb goes down in the default position, but it's a 2 versus 2, and Exist is getting aggressive, trying to prevent FNS from getting away safely, and there goes JW short, and he finds the kill. No. Automatic left in its own, but gets caught out, and that is a round for Fnatic. They pull it back.
Automatic not in position to watch towards the bomb. He had to try and get back into the action, but he was not able to do so. Exist cuts him off, and it's Fnatic taking the slight lead. Again, remember, both of these teams lost in incredibly close games yesterday, and we've got another close first map here today. If Cloud9 lose 16-13, again, that would be pretty devastating for them, but they've still got a bye. Automatic stuck down to a D, but JW nearly getting the opening frag. Taric goes down to 18 HP. That nade to follow up does a tiny bit more damage, but it's not quite gone far enough for the frag. So just some early damage for Fnatic. They also have some information with Exist being pushed up towards B short.
This is a very important round for Cloud9, so they have to make sure they limit the amount of mistakes being made. Fnatic, this is where they like to get aggressive. You got JW in this toilet position with the AWP, just trying to find that opening. There it is, finds FNS, falls back safely as well. So limiting the amount of utility they have to use by getting aggressive with that AWP. So a man advantage fine for Fnatic, and Crim's now in a great position, but it's automatic to shut it down, and there we go. JW, another kill for him, just stays around in the toilets, and now it's a 4 versus 3. Falls back, JW gets caught in the open, but Flush is there for the trade. Still the man advantage looms over Cloud9, but it's finally pulled back. Trades coming in from Cloud9 that keep them in this round.
Both Fnatic players coming from connector. Skadoodle could have been in trouble, but Exist won't get here in time. The bomb goes down, but they are going to fight in towards the bathrooms. Golden leading the way. Rush, first man here, but he goes down. It's all up to Skadoodle on the big flank. He's making noise. They still haven't heard him. He may have made another step, but they don't know he is here. Skadoodle could find one frag for free. Golden's going to get towards the bomb, but Exist will be caught in the back. And Skadoodle can try to play the time now. Going to try and just wait this one out, and Golden's still not on the defuse. Finally fakes the bomb. Skadoodle looking for the info, peeks out, doesn't spot him. The smoke comes in. Can Skadoodle get the spray? He needs the frag, and he is going to find it. 14-14. We are guaranteed 30 rounds, and this could very well go to overtime because both these teams are fighting hard.
Yeah, what a way to start off the first game of the day. Just clear back and forth rounds from both teams, and there's another round for Cloud9. Excellent plays from Skadoodle, really saves them in the end there, and we go 14-14. And just at this point, it's really anybody's game still. It's hard to call. I think Cloud9, they've started to wake up in this T side a little bit more. It's just the rounds being found. It seems as though when they pick up 1 or 2 rounds, though, they get answered back by Fnatic's aggression. So it's really overcoming that issue, I think, is going to allow for Cloud9 to take the edge here.
Yeah, and massive props to Skadoodle. He always looked in control of that clutch. There's a lot of pressure on him in that situation, and yet he just coolly comes out from the bathrooms, plays the time to perfection, and forces Fnatic down to a pretty poor buy. JW still has the AWP. Again, he has been putting in work round after round with that sniper, but he cannot do it alone. He's going to need some support from his teammates. JW going to go down in towards Connector. Rush is waiting on the other side, and Cringe is going to lead the way. The first frag comes in, but Rush will be traded on. Oh, JW doesn't realize they're pushed up into short though. That's a crucial kill because the AWP is gone.
Fnatic now just pistols left, 3 of them, 2 CZs, but Flusher, he's so proficient with the weapon, and there he goes, 1 kill being found. He has to step up here, otherwise Cloud9 will be on map point here. He falls back, man advantage still looming over them in the form of Cloud9, but still there's a huge chance. There's still plenty of time to work with. Cloud9 have plenty of time to decide what they want to do. Slowing the pace down, just making sure they can calm down and decide, make an informed decision. Fnatic have put 1 player up towards Heaven so we can gather information towards the B bomb site and call for a rotate, while leaving 1 player up there as well on the A site to get information. Cloud9 though, they've escaped 1 player over towards the B bomb site. That's automatic, just filtering his way through while the bomb is posted up inside of mid.
And over on the Fnatic side, it's their 2 players that have been struggling so far who are going to have to pull this off. There goes the first from Flusher. Golden has just rotated off the A site though. He needs to get back in time with the CZ. He needs to be playing up close. The molly comes in, so Golden should get the info. Can they clear this corner? Golden waiting patiently. The CZ not getting the frag, but Flusher could still very well win this. They're both stuck on the site. FNS goes for the peek, and he is going to get the kill. It's Cloud9 who have the chance to win this first map right here, right now. And let's see what Fnatic's money's like, because they didn't have much to work with there. They're going to have a few rifles, but it's a bit of a mishmash buy with a couple of SMGs in the mix.
Yeah, this is looking scary for Fnatic right now. Of course, Cloud9 have woken up, and this is looking great for them all the way back from Fnatic really taking over control at the start of the second half to Cloud9 answering back and are now on map point. This is an incredible storyline for Cloud9 to come all the way back in the second half. So a pause will come through. Cloud9 yet again just considering their options. What do they need to do here? And taxing game leadership seems to be, doing well. I mean, this T side has been excellent from Cloud9.
I'm glad the crowd hasn't dabbed as well. They listened to my rule. That's good to see. No dabs in 2018. Again though, tactical pause from Cloud9. Round 30, here we go. It could be overtime, it could be Cloud9 taking this first map. Either way, we've still got another map coming up, at least. This could end up being an incredible series. JW, often known as the Bank of Fnatic, because he's got this shotgun in play. The money isn't going to be as much of a factor, but the Mag 7 will be playing in towards Connector. Again, Cloud9, the flash in is perfect. JW completely caught out in the open. Tarek going to keep on pushing again. He's been playing this entry role fairly consistently with quite a lot of success. He's not going to go for any further aggression though, because Cloud9 are pretty content with their man advantage.
Yeah, they slow the pace down. They have that option to do so. Make their way through the toilets. The bomb gathering up with him as well. Cloud9 look to go into the A bomb site for their final execute. Fnatic just getting ready. Crimson's lurking in the toilet, so this could be the upsetting factor. We only have 1 player over here, and that's Flusher. He's beginning to wake up a little bit. Damage done into the last round, He's got to step up here, and they begin to make their way into the A side, just shaping up a contact play, and it's Rush to find the first kill. Flusher goes down. Crims, though, he's got a bit of a flank, but it's getting watched by Automatic. This is looking great from Cloud9. They've kept a two-man advantage, the bomb going down in the default position. And now Fnatic, they have to retake this. They don't have too much to work with. 2 flashbangs, I don't believe there's a kid either, so this is looking very scary for Fnatic. They've got to move quickly. There's a shot from Skadoodle. Crimson Golden now, the last 2 players surviving. Cloud9 on the verge of taking this map. Crims finally strikes from behind, only gets one. FNS and Tarek clutch it out, and Cloud9, they take the first map, 16-14. What a comeback from that second half.
Again, Fnatic losing another map, 16-14. This time they've got a second chance, though, in the best of 3. But it's got to be pretty devastating for Fnatic to lose in